Hey everybody, welcome to my first YouTube video where I don't know how to use screen regions and the recording software I've been using for like half a decade. Last Bumbo, it ended in the blink of an eye. There has been a patch. Bumbo the Stout has been buffed. If you give me a moment here, I can tell you what's up. News. Community hub. Store page updates. Hold on. Recent events. Bumbo want update. What the heck? This is from November 12th. That was like a month ago, dude. I thought there was another... Oh, yeah, maybe the patch comes out later. I don't freaking know, okay? You think I follow the the Legend of Bumbo in all aspects of its existence? I play the game, and I play to win the game, but I don't always know what I'm doing. Let's be real about that. So, the last one was so devastating. It was an embarrassment. Pardon me? I did not mean to be so rude. It was not me. It was my food. It just popped up to say hello, and now it's going back down below. Remember, Bumbo the Stout. What's the real deal Holyfield with him? He gets 50% more mana, but he can't save it turn to turn. We have poop blocking us here. So I like the 5-tooth. That doesn't bother me. And then really, I mean, come on. You're just setting up for 4 damage next turn. If you want to do 4 damage next turn, something along these lines will get the job done. We actually need a little bit more than that. Are those noises coming from... They're coming from the game. Okay. Got a little concerned there for a second. I heard what sounded like spaceship noises. I'm not necessarily a believer in extraterrestrials having already made contact on planet Earth. But I'll tell you, if I start seeing some little green dudes walking around, you could persuade me, I think. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't know, actually, probably my first reaction would definitely be that I'm on some kind of prank-related... Well, screwed that one up, didn't I? Some kind of prank-related television program, I think would be my initial guess. I don't know, man. That sets up a huge yellow play, or like a relatively big yellow play. Not that we need one. You have 2 HP, we have 1 puzzle damage. We really just want to continue making, like, poop if possible, but it might not be possible. That's okay. I gotta be honest, this is my first Bumbo episode in a couple of days. I've had stuff on the go. It might be a little out of practice. This is the kind of game, when you're in, you're like, the moves are easy. The moves are so obvious. It's comical. It's so expensive. Like, it could be really good, but the price of that, especially without being able to hold mana, I don't think it's going to be tenable. Just browsing here. But once you get out of the modus operandi, it does become a little bit more of a problem, I think, to, you know, figure out how to read the board again for the first time in 10 years. Okay, so yellow also sets up a really nice tooth play. But truth be told, we would rather bone first, because then we get this guy out of the way. This will be probably 4 damage, which is overkill, but it's only 3, so that's fine. We still got this guy, but we already got the poop there blocking him. So destroy a column means we would like to make in a row. That at least gives us a big booger next time. Not that we care that much, because this guy's probably dead anyway, but it is nice to play as Bumbo the Stout. I was actually... well, no, he's dead. I know I said that he was buffed, and then he wasn't, but... When the new patch comes out, Ed tweeted about it. It's not like I got insider information. We'll just start here. Anyway, I was like, man, Bumbo the Stout's getting a nerf. Or sorry, getting a buff. Felt like he was already... maybe not the strongest. But I thought he was pretty strong to start with. Work with me here. Is this worth it? It doesn't really set us back. So I think I like it. That sets up a good poop play. Just letting you know, I might get some water. Throat's getting a little scratchy. Don't sweat it, the kitchen's just over there. I'm recording these a little later at night. I didn't account for throat scratchiness. I don't want it to inhibit my esports ability is the thing. Like, I feel like Bumbo the Stout, I mean, again, what, I have 26 hours in the game total. It's not really that much. That's beautiful right there. So don't take my concerns on balance that seriously, but I'm like, dude, Bumbo the Stout, he's okay. I felt like he, in terms of his, you know, efficacy as a gamer, I thought he was totally fine. Doesn't mean... oh, we screwed it up. Hold on. Hold the front door, dude. No, I screwed it up. No, I didn't screw it up. No, I think I screwed it up. Yeah, there you go. You screwed it up. It took a little bit longer to learn him, because you're like, you know, why am I losing mana? Also, I'm making bones and teeth, and it's not doing anything. But to be able to generate, you know, 50% more mana, but, you know, you can't put it in a bank account, I think it's a fair trade-off. This is really bad. This is also almost useless, but really cheap, and we do have a green effect. Whether or not I can actually use that green effect to accomplish things, you know, that's something we're going to have to prove over the course of the episode here. That's okay, we're working on it. I hate to be a two-turn Tony here. I ran through a couple of names in my head there. I decided two-turn Tony, for whatever reason, sounds a little funnier than two-turn Tommy. I'm unperturbed as of yet. Not an enormous fan of the board. What happens if you double this tooth up? Actually, kind of like it. It puts us one turn away from a bone. It does give us column destruction. I wouldn't even say mistakes were made. I think this is completely okay. I mean, it's floor one, you know? We haven't gotten, like, just to be honest with you, we haven't gotten really the best use of spells. Or the best payout on spells. Just looking for what I like here. I don't really love either, but if a bone falls in the right spot here, which it actually did, we were only one away from completing another bone setup. The real problem is that who cares about a bone setup? It's literally 1 damage. So I think we're going to squander it immediately to get a poop setup. It's just substantially better. And we'll do the simple way, you know? I think we will use our mana, because you gotta use it anyway, right? I think we will use it to get down to the real enemy right here. And we'd rather have Tooth. I'm realizing we're suffering a little bit offensively for sure. To gum him up would be nice. We can get 2 possible assortments of matches there. It didn't work out, but that's how, you know, how she goes sometimes. A poop setup would probably almost do it. But this is a good 1-turn, 2-action effect here. So this is going to slow him down. This is going to help us get in there. We got through his, like, little bubble. Hear me out. What's the purpose? I actually thought we would have 2 plays there. We do not. But bone and green do literally nothing for us, so... There is something to be said about that. Hold on. A lot of this is not about generating free moves. It's about getting more poo into the ecosystem. So maybe you don't want to destroy 2 poos right off the bat? Well, does the free move help? It does get you 2 poops connected to each other, which was already, to be fair, something that existed, but it gives you the move on top of that and the mana. So if we make bone, we're going to be happy about that. I actually do like this. It would be nice if there was brown in that column, and there is. But my thinking was very simple. I think you even pass this. He's not going to accomplish much. You get an ultimate brown with an equally impressive animation attached to it. And we pick up a kill. It's a kill without getting hit, so I'm not really worried, to be honest. I think everything's going okay. I think we always want things that make enemies... We get a benefit without getting hit. We're always going to roll the stat wheel, except occasionally Bumbo the Dead. You know, you might go for some trinket action. A free move is just disgusting. It's so good. Can't afford anything. Well, you really made the hearts cost more, huh? What a world. I mean, it's fair. The hearts... Especially, remember when the hearts were 1 cent? I think that was before we hit everything is terrible in the game, which is a little bit more sensible. So no puzzle damage to me means that generating 2 bones and 2 moves is kind of just a blah move. But I don't see a better poop move. So I think we'll... The thing is, we don't get to keep the mana. So, like, you do have 3 moves. You'd really like to crunch some of these guys early. So... The only question I have to ask is, am I really going to use 3 moves to generate 1 poop? The answer to that question is absolutely not. So I think we got to open up Puzzle Lord in the back ASAP. We still have 1 move remaining. That could work out for us. It didn't, but we can get green mana, which actually does something for us. Is beautiful. With the green mana, I think we should destroy this. We're just trying to introduce a brown into the ecosystem, please. There we go. I think we'll throw this here. Then we'll focus on this. I was gonna ask, oh, don't these guys mana drain? And then I realized what a stupid question that was. Because we get mana drained regardless. Obviously, there's an easy green setup. I don't hate it, but, you know, I'm not thrilled with it. We might as well use it if we can find something to do with it. The thing is, we don't want to take any poops out of the system, but we want to add poops. So, to cut this... puts a poop right there. And to cut... This does cut a poop, but it adds 2. So I'll consider that, for the time being, a positive change. Yeah, so, I mean... To get the tooth there was unexpected, but all very, very encouraged, don't get me wrong. I just find, and I'm really like, you know, believe it or not, I'm kind of refining my Bumbo philosophy. My Bumbo philosophy is quite simple right now. As much as I hate to say it, because making, you know, big plays, you know, 6 and 7 across, as much as that's cool, most of the time, I'm not convinced. I remain unconvinced that that it's the right way to play. Get a lot of mileage out of you know, 4 and 5 turn plays. 4 and 5 tile plays, I should say. Not so much here. We still have a move. I mean, there's like easy poop introductions into the ecosystem, like so. I still feel like we would benefit a lot from a more... Well, like an active item would be really nice, but in particular, like... I think we're good to pass it on. Some kind of, like, offensive active item, or, you know, something that allows us to get there in the future. I think we're better off taking a column here. We got him regardless. Everything's going fine, but I do worry our spells are not at the position right now. I mean, the spells are not as good for us, I think, because we have a problem with mana in general. So if we could get the mana out of this as quickly as possible, it would be better for us. Heals half a heart, but you barf. Attack that heals you on kills. We might as well try Dogtooth, I guess. I honestly think this room is going to be a little scary. And this is coming from somebody who's been very confident in our play so far. I'm not saying you have to take me seriously, just suggesting it might be worth it. So now getting this guy out of the way maybe makes this guy more plausible to kill. That's my 2 cents there. Poop's not gonna happen. 1 tooth. The tooth does allow us to get heal on kill. It only does 1 damage. It's mostly the heal we're looking for there. Okay, yellow mana. Then if we get bone mana, we actually get green mana. We'd really like to do something with this mana on this turn. Where does this leave us? It might be a little bit low yield, but I'm willing to give it a try. I am willing to work with it. Like, I think we like that. We can wait to get another poop out here. We're gonna get 2 full rerolls. I think we like this. 2 full column rerolls, I should say. Alright, I don't know. It's a little spicy. Talked all that smack about how Bumbo doesn't need a... Bumbo the Stout doesn't need a buff. Then I go and do something stupid like this. And totally redeem myself. Still go bone. That's why I wanted to leave an enemy at 1 HP. Because, you know, it's easy enough for us to do that puzzle damage. Not great. Not bad. Not bad. I think leave me there. That's the option we should prefer the most. Then, can you make a combo right here? No. Can you make a combo right there? Yes. Okay. Please get out of the way, sir. I do not wish to see you any longer. Hate to destroy a poop. It does leave you in a good position moving forward here. So I think you do go straight back to the well here. And you know what? Let's have this guy hit himself out. We'll go for broke there. Any chance we could get a bit of puzzle damage done? We already got a pretty good bone set up, so I think we will just go for the KO. We might even have one more whack. Not quite. I don't want to drop any of these is the problem. So that's where I'm wary to, like, oh, destroy a tile, you can make another bone. But yeah, it drops all the other pieces out of the ecosystem as well. It's a little spooky. So, I think you just go straight in for that. We should not prioritize puzzle damage right now. It's like stressing out, you know, over your side at McDonald's. You know what you want already. You want this right here, the French fries. Don't waste your time. Oh, you can replace it with an apple pie for 75 cents. That's analysis paralysis. A 2-turn yellow is actually an okay turn in my world. Because generates 2 plays of this. I don't know if that's worth it. Hold on. This is one where we gotta think. If you can ever get the poop set up, you should go for it. You're not gonna like this one. Maybe you will. I don't know. Can't speak for you. This should kill you. It's still like, especially with a low luck stat, I don't think we've seen a single crit so far. It's not a dangerous time, but it is like, it's way less automatic than with some of the characters we play as. Obviously, you like this 2-turn 3 damage, but does 3 damage really matter? Not specifically, but we need at least 2 in order to kill this guy in 1 hit, so I'll take it. I think it's just part of doing business. We do not have a good column set up at all. Yeah, I don't like much about this right now. Hit me with this, maybe? Just wanted to see if that changed up. It did. Okay. I don't think we should be focused on teeth at all, but you know, when it's available, it's not a not nice touch. This is gonna be a slow run, though. Don't shoot the messenger. We're taking the 4 booger. We don't need to make big booger. If it takes us extra turns. If it doesn't take us extra turns, of course, you know, why not? I feel like we screwed this up a little bit. We can still just do this. That's a kill. I mean, we're in a holding pattern right now. Like, I don't feel like we're in a bad spot because it's, you know, it's very easy for us right now. I'm just worried that in the future we might end up fighting Sangre. And if we fight Sangre, the most damage we can do on the average turn is really gonna be 2. It's not very strong. So what would be nice is to actually, and it's gonna take longer to set up than will appear useful, but we're just trying to get to 3 damage so we can kill this guy in 1 hit. But I'll tell you, I am not pleased with this run right now. We're really only using, like, we're using 3 of our spells, but 2 of the spells are, they're not really huge uses, let's put it that way. This is a good room for us, I think, because specifically, that was unintentional. But specifically, we put poop up anyway to kill these guys, so it's not a bad thing. I think just don't be a fool here. We're gonna need poop at some point. I saw the bone setup. I want that to be well known. But we need the poop to not get hit by these guys, I think. Maybe he was 1 back. That should not hurt us. Definitely it would be nice to get another. Not gonna happen. And these guys are all, I don't know what's up with these guys. You gotta kill them both in the same turn or some kind of, nobody knows what's up with these guys. I know what's up with these, like I said, nobody knows. Nobody has any freaking clue. But I do know that will work. Would have been a great time for a crit. Just throwing that out there. But crit or no crit, we're still in. Destroy a column. So close to greatness. It's alright. We're absolutely sitting pretty. You can always get away with a 2-turn move like that. Then it's actually very nice. It sets up a bone play for you. The bone should kill you. It also sets up as much green mana as we could shake a stick at. As long as we could only shake a stick at 7 mana. Sets up your 5-piece. Honestly, I kind of prefer to just yeet the 5, because I don't think 2 boogers is that useful right now. This saved us a move in order to inject some, you know, new blood into the ecosystem. And look at this. I mean, we're smacking. And then following this smack, I'm just going to click the button that smacks again. And we're only on floor 2. We don't have to worry about major league bosses right now. I don't really know what this does, but I do know we don't want a spell that takes brown mana. Once every 4 rooms, huh? I don't know. Don't really know what it did. It definitely re-rolled the board. It might have done some other stuff alongside it. Always start there. As long as we have a use for yellow mana, it's an easy play to get behind. We will do it this way. It gets us bones and teeth. So when I hit you, you create enemies. That's correct. With 2 damage, that makes you perfect for, you know, getting hit in the face by something else. Am I insane or... Confirmed not insane for the record? We don't want to get too carried away here. You know, we want to kill this guy. We don't want to waste damage. But we also are like, you know... There's no real reason to kill these things if they're not attacking and we're not... you know, I mean, there's just no reason. Hopefully that explained it adequately for you, officer. We can set up... Oh, I don't really want to destroy a blue, though. It's not... That's not in the... That sort of thing isn't in the cards for us. That was not destroy. That was a different move altogether right there. So we get 1 break play. You've healed yourself. I'm unperturbed. I'm unperturbed by your actions. This is kind of a bad hit, but we do like the mana. We don't always use it appropriately, but we like it nonetheless. And then that sets up that for us. Hold on, hold on. There's plays. This is going to break, because we're going to go straight down Main Street here. So we actually get 3 attacks. We did get a crit there. We're going to need to get a couple more smacks in there. I don't see it happening. I do think that's fine. Might as well gum him up and keep him from gaining HP. And then it's really the tile destruction. Did we gain a Spirit Heart when we rolled the D20? Is that what happened there? On top of the other effects? So I think this is one... Probably just want to miss you. Can't really complain. It's still pretty nice. Then... You might be killed here. You will be killed here. Okay, so that's like a half hour. Like, this is not your easy Bumbo run. This is still a Bumbo run where we're puzzling it through bit by bit, inch by inch, row by row. Gonna make that garden grow. I think I would rather have poison. We could really use some offense right now. That's the way I see it. And we're gonna have a syringe effect here. 4 moves, it really helps. I'm not gonna deny that. Spell... I mean, I don't think we need to make our active item charge less. We're still gonna only be able to use it like 2 times. So I think, making Bumbo whack... Phrasing. Making Bumbo's club do more damage. It's very useful. You know, that means we can kill enemies with 6 HP by making 4 poo, which is really solid. I don't know if this is worth it. It's definitely not. Can I return? I'd like to cancel my turn, please. Go ahead and hit me. I deserve it. Okay, but check this out, dude. So there's 7 of those. I think we take the easy way out on this one. I know that there was enough for an ult. You two need to be blocked, really. Crit. Be a really good time for that. Well, you only get hit by spells. So the only thing that can hit you is, like, the cheapest thing by far to hit you with is the Bumbo Smash. You're doing damage back there, though. Hold on. You guys only get hit by puzzle damage. That's a much harder thing for us to sell. It's really just... I don't think it's that useful, but how could I not... If you see an ult on the board and you don't take it, what kind of person does that make you, you know? Don't answer that. I thought that would work. We could really use more puzzle damage. That's high on the list of things I'd be interested in. I'm very surprised that's gonna work, and that clearly tapped us out as far as the whole turn goes. But that's fine, dude. That's a-okay. Okay, so get this down here. We got to do more puzzle damage. You also take puzzle damage. You're still gummed up, and as a result, I am not concerned. How does this leave us? It leaves us in a position I would consider potentially acceptable. We can definitely get 3 damage. So that's handled. And we're just working our way down the flow chart, you know, bit by bit. I decided to go for the big setup. And it did... Oh, you know what? We don't even need the big setup. Hold on. We could have done that better and gotten a bone out of it, I think. Which would have been useful for this guy, but we don't really need anything else. Well, that's not fair. It would be nice to get a bone setup. We don't really need poo anymore. Except for the obvious reasons of eliminating waste from the body. Ooh, gross. Get over yourself, sweetheart. It's just poo. You remember what Jack Lemmon said? Everybody's got one. Everybody's got one. It's from I Am the Walrus, sweetheart. Puzzle damage. You need to get hit for 2 of this puzzle damage. It's a little unorthodox. I just keep doing it in the hopes it would have made it take less moves, but I mean, we didn't need it. Okay. I'm begging you. The worst case scenario is we get a useless spell and replace one of our useless spells. I think Needle... Well, dude, actually, Converter? We're not using Tooth Mana for much here. Yeah, I think that's a much better use of Bone. And probably a much better use of Tooth. Okay, these guys are problematic. We did gain a Spirit Heart, I believe, in the course of that, so... Unconcerned, for sure. I think we hit our Wombo combo, which is really nice. I don't think it's worth 3 turns to set up 2 bones. I would rather take 2 turns and set up 1 bone. We get amplified mana for it regardless. So if there was an easy tooth play, that'd be a nice setup. Although, perhaps we would prefer to just go straight for the brown. Because you're going to get toasted. You're going to be an issue. I know these guys, they blocked their first attack. That's... Everybody knows that. This is an issue, for sure. You don't like to have these enemies up at the front. They cause problems. I like the the one tooth setup, I should say. Because it also gave us a yellow path that apparently is not going to be worth anything at all. We only have 2 moves left. Yikes. Well, this... You're probably going to die. I probably should have gummed you up, but... Hold on. That's a free 4-move injection with a tooth kicker. That's real nice. Okay, so... All previously had looked modestly lost. I would say that's no longer the case. So we get 3 whacks. Crit would be amazing. It always would be nice, but... Okay, we've taken care of the most egregious of all the enemies. Bone would be a good setup for us. Obviously, in 2 moves, we can set it up. But it's not that impressive. I think I prefer just getting a little tooth set up. We're not doing much with it, but at least it does damage. You probably should have thrown it over there, to be honest. Well, it does mess with the ecosystem, but that gives us, the bone ecosystem specifically. That does give us a good setup right there. Yeah, I like this. Now we should be able to make brown mana. And we kind of got the flow chart working out for us. That's fine. Everything that just happened there is okay. We have 1 move remaining. I think you just go for the big poop setup right there. You do not perturb me. You do not frighten me in the slightest. You're but a shell of an enemy that perhaps previously carried the specter of malediction. But as of right now, yeah, not really. Not really too concerned. Haven't seen The Irishman yet. But I imagine it's got a lot of Joe Pesci saying stuff like that. I'm not too concerned about it. No. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I haven't seen the movie yet. Only get hit by puzzle damage. We gotta yeet the guy at the back. It's not that bad because we have 4 moves. For him to take one is okay. But... it would be real nice. Honestly, a tooth ult would be really nice. The question is, how many moves will it take you to set it up? Not as many as you would think. But we'll probably get hit by this guy still. We'll definitely get hit by that guy still. There's some certainties in life. I only get hit when I set up ults. So tell me again why I should do it. Well, just don't do it wrong. Oh, I didn't consider that. My mistake. It's not good advice. You gotta be more specific with your feedback. Otherwise, people will stop asking you for advice. Many years later, you'll be like, why does nobody talk to me? Why am I always the first of my friends to initiate conversation? And then, you know, probably no one is going to be there to tell you the truth, which is that your pithy, sarcastic replies to everybody in conversation just eventually got on people's nerves. And you know, all of the people that were once your friends just kind of got annoyed by the fact that you were constantly making references to internet jokes all the time instead of having a real conversation like a human being, and they just decided, you know, it would be easier not to loop you in, okay? That's just a bit of feedback from one adult to another. Tiny dice. I think we want mushroom. The damage will be useful. We're not fighting Sangra, which seems like a big positive. I do feel like you get that out there, then you look. Is it conceivable that we could get a yellow ult? It would be something like this. It's not good. Certainly not good enough. So I think you start with the bone. We want to get you to flip around. You'll create an enemy. Never mind. Now we want to hit you with a spell. But before we hit you with a spell, it would be beautiful to get you greened up. It's not as easy as I would like to accomplish that. But if you work with me here for a second, I didn't expect that to make a poop. The mana is very useful. We really would like a huge green here if possible. I don't see that. What I do see is a little green, which is okay. I'll live with it. Because then we can get in a bunch of thwacks. Which are actually doing 4 damage each. How'd you flip when you got the thing on you? Doesn't seem like it should work like that. Hold on. It's alright. Now you're flipping. Now we're converting. And we're smacking again. It's another 4 damage. You flipped. Can you tighten up the graphics on that flip, please? Then you send one of these right down Main Street. You see, okay, yeah, just one though. Don't worry about the other one. Send that off to the side, because then we're gonna gain some brown mana. We're gonna hit you with a little whack. You got critted, and it's over, dude. That was an extremely solid performance, the likes of which we cannot complain about whatsoever. Always chance of damage up, please. Now here, man, oh man, would I kill for a puzzle damage increase. More crits is not bad. We are levying quite a decent amount of attacks. And a 4 damage that can crit for 8s. And we can use it 2 times per 4 tile match. I know we're speaking a different language right now, but it's really, it's something. Isn't that something? You gotta start here. You guys might... Oh, no, you make a curse every time you get hit. That's what happens there. Okay. I don't remember what you do. You might mana drain and steal a move? Something along those lines. We were 1 tile away from that being an ult, for the record. You curse when you die, not when you're hit. Fair enough. We don't really want to gain green mana. We want to create a tooth. I know. I'm a doctor, too. No, you don't want to gain green mana here, sorry. You just want to do this. You do want to take the ult in this situation. So you took 0, which was not unexpected. Every hit is mana drain? Are you insane? And you took away my good spell? Well, that presents a bit of a problem. I was like, he's not doing anything. So why don't we take our time, set up one of these. All of a sudden, we got charges on both our items. And I've got blisters on me fingers. Ringo Starr, sweetheart, look it up. This is non-threatening. Very nice crit as well. Oh, that wasn't even a crit. I forgot we do 4 damage now. I don't think we're in trouble at all. Rerolls any tile. Yes. Definitely need that more than gain green mana. But it does cost us brown though. But then it still gives us combo potential. We just have to be a little peculiar about it. I think we always want it. Still, I'm assuming it's some kind of random effect that I just can't parse because of, you know. It's hard to tell what's happening when it rerolls the entire board on you instantaneously. So that was an expensive play. We'd really like a 2-turn tooth, or a 2-turn poop is totally okay. How does this one look? Not better. Not better, I think. So let's set it up like this. It's just our spell does so much damage. Like, keep in mind, it could also crit. And did for 10 damage. Now we can reroll any tile. Once. Let's fish for greatness. If that became a yellow, we would be looking at a beautiful situation again here. Via our active items that I don't even understand. It's too expensive of a tooth setup. I should not be doing it. But we do have 4 moves. I think I just willfully made a choice to get hit. But if we didn't do that, when would we get hit? Probably never. Just kidding. We do make some mistakes on occasion. He's got 3 HP. I mean, I think we've learned a valuable lesson. You should look... The upside you get from brown is better by far than the upside you get from any other type of mana. That should always be your first look. You get defense and considerable offense. You're gonna poison me when I kill you? Is that how that works? We'll set it up like this. Maybe not. Anyway, we gotta ice this guy anyway. He did not die, which is fair. I forgot that we didn't have the damage upgrade. With 1 mana, might as well fish for it. Just saved us a free move. Might as well use 1 damage to burn your shield. We still have 2 moves remaining. Close to making the poo-poo work, but not quite. Not quite. Should have probably popped the other shield, but whatever. 3-turn poop setup is just horrendous. So instead, we're really going to go for broke on this bone train. It's at least going to get a kill. It's going to pop your shield. Maybe get some more brown into the equation here. It's a pretty good setup for next turn. So you get one of these. Should do it here. Because this will block 1. But then you're dead. And we had 1 more, actually. So it didn't matter where we placed it. Because it was already stitched up with a nice bow. Two pretty good trinkets, but... I mean, these enemies are not going to move that much, but... I always find mana gain. I expect it to be good, and then I'm like, what? I gained like 2 mana. And they're like, read the card, dummy. So hopefully these guys move and get hit. This is a free poo-poo setup. So let's just throw this over here and see where things shake out. Because this is, I mean, if we crit, it's so much damage. You don't even have to worry about anything. You can reroll one tile. At least we know what it is. Don't really like the bone setup. 2 moves to get some yellow, though, is really bad. Honestly, I do like the bone setup, now that I think about it. Because at least, first off, you get a kill. Secondly, you get to fish for brown mana. We're 1 crit away from getting to phase 2. It's not like we're doing anything with the mana right now anyway. Might as well do something with it. We could still gain 1 more whack away, which would possibly get us the kill. But you gotta find a way to get some puzzle damage out of this. There are ways. It requires taking away whack away, though. It did not work. Did not work. Did not work. But, you know. At least there's something doing here. We're probably going to try to kill the guy in the middle. Guy like this. Then this. Okay, just wanted to get more yellow on the board. I do want to say, my bad. Also, it appears that those enemies did not take damage while moving. It's fair. The mission statement did say may take damage while moving. Did not say will take damage. We guarantee it. Okay, we're getting a little too creative on that one. The dream here, yeah, this will be better. It's to create a situation where we're 1 turn away from a yellow while also getting a benefit in another category. So it's a combination setup. A combination setup and the move itself is valuable as well. Right? That makes sense. But we're accomplishing very little here. Precious, precious little. 2-turn green is on the board. 2-turn yellow that accomplishes almost nothing. I think you got to go with this 2-turn green. At least we're going to get hit again. The good news is we have a lot of HP to back us up. The bad news is, what are you doing? You're getting hit so much. What, do you like getting hit or something? No? Yeah, okay. Smarter. The move paid for itself. You're not going to get too many of those in any given run. That's very nice. Now, are we any closer to a tooth setup? You could just say no. Still. Okay, well, this will give us a tooth on top of everything else. So, ye of little faith. I know you didn't see it. Don't matter. I saw it. Gum this guy up. He will still attempt to hit me. I mean, on this one, you just want to make more poop real quick. I know we could convert as well, but we really want a big poop lane in the center. Hoping you wouldn't create that in the middle. But I think we have you anyway. And we still kind of got you. So if memory serves me here, we should be able to get away with 1 flip if we want to. We might as well flip this. Didn't work. We screwed it up a little. Might as well keep fishing. It totally worked. I'm probably the smartest Bumbo player on Earth. Maybe in Earth's history. A lot of people have said that. It's not just me. I'm surprised as well. It's not just you. But things are getting a little tight. We're not seeing much on the board anymore. That's, I mean, when you're preordained to be guaranteed to win, it's nothing surprising anymore, because you're just like, yeah, of course. We're on a mission from God. Now this is going to go down, I'm not going to say it's the best game we ever played, but we're still fine. This means a little less me time tonight. Honestly, I think just set up a move and pass your turn. Everything is still A-okay. We do need like 2 bone. Bone tooth will also do it. But yeah, I mean, did we get lucky? I mean, sort of, but I mean, we put ourselves in a position to get lucky. We had just, in my opinion, trash spells for the first half of the run, and we still came through in the clutch when it mattered. For now, thanks for watching.
And with coin in hand,
this is new.
Bumbo make his kingdom a big wide world filled with adventure for Bumbo. All kinds of big fat monsters to smash, and even small ones to bash. And this world of Bumbos will grow and grow, and always be there for you as a way to escape from the real world. There is no end to your imagination, no limit to what you can create. When things get difficult, you can go there. When you feel weak, you can escape into this world we created and become powerful. Always remember this, Isaac. Your imagination knows no bounds, and I'll always be here waiting for you in our next adventure together.
I'll always be waiting for our next adventure together to give you Retrovision pills. Hey, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See you.